Hey guys, it's Ika here, coming off my set with Synergy. I've got a cold beer next to me, Old Speckled Hen, a classic English ale, in case anyone's wondering. And we're going to go over my set with Synergy. What I noticed last week was that basically I would just go to the results screen and it would show, oh, this guy's name or this person's name is on there. There was only two games in this series, so I guess you're gonna know anyways, since I didn't actually ring them up in advance. But yeah, I can go into my mindset in this series. We were going to be we were 2-0 up at this point, and I thought, okay, I'm probably playing one of the harder matchups this week for our team. Wonder how loud this is. Nah, it ain't too loud. Yeah, just I have to check that because I have different volume for my earpiece than I do for OBS. So I have to check it's like turned down low within the actual music itself. But basically, my mindset coming into this was, this guy's is obviously really good. All the classic players are really good, so it's going to be like very hard to consistently win. But with Synergy in particular, I wanted to play Gen 7 first. The reason I thought Gen 7 was very much a toss-up, but the reason I wanted to pick Gen 7 first and proactively go for it is just to show like that people just to show that I have confidence in it, therefore like forcing it right at the start of the set, rather than me going, oh, I want to play GBU, which is my best tier, probably in relative to the field, and then as soon as you go, now we want to play Oras. He will probably want to play Oras, and then we disagree and go to Gen 7 anyways. So this was the first game. I wanted to bring Rain. This is a top Rain from season 16, the 10th ranked Rain team. It also has my favorite boy, Heatran, which I've brought 3 weeks in a row. I am checking what I'm bringing, so I don't bring the same things all the time. So I've brought Mint's Transfer twice, so that's something I'll keep in mind in the back of my head. But in particular, that wasn't the main reason I brought this team. I looked at Rain, and I thought Rain has a good matchup against a lot of what Synergy likes to bring. In particular, he likes to bring Blaziken, Ferrothorn, Zapdos. This Swampert actually is Focus Punch Swampert, so I'd be able to catch Ferrothorn on the switch and then just beast through his team from there. Zapdos is not a very good Swampert check when it's in Rain, especially not the ones that Synergy. I've seen him prefer to use like T-Bolt's Sub Roost with non-static, like the pressure variants, with leftovers to stall out like Porygon 2, just to give an example of what you can toxic store. Mainly Porygon 2, Snorlax, other bulky normals. You can also do like Lando T and stuff like that. But anyways, I was like pretty confident I wanted to bring Rain. I looked at his team, so I thought, okay, this is the week to bring Rain. If there's any, I'm not a brilliant Rain player, I've got to admit. It's out of my wheelhouse, but I like this particular Rain. So yeah, basically looking at his team and looking at my team, I see Rain has a great matchup. I look at Mega Swampert in particular. He really struggles to deal with Mega Swampert. I mean, this dies at Earthquake. I outspeed Greninja and kill it with Earthquake. I just need to break the sash. Oko. I'm gonna be focus punching Snorlax. Snorlax is probably the main threat. Lando, of course, Ice Punch, Waterfall is gonna hate that, and I can just trade with Mimikyu. I'm like right here. I'm pretty sure that he's very scared of Rain. So he's probably gonna bring Mimikyu and Snorlax. I'm not sure what his Greninja set is. That's the main thing I'm worried about. Just gotta take a sip of my beer. But hopefully I'm alright against it, and like he's not bringing Metagross when it's like so obvious in this matchup that I'm gonna bring Rain. I was thinking about Salamence, Heatran, Ferrothorn, but it's like, why would I not bring Rain? Look at, he doesn't really have good. He doesn't have a bulky water basically. He doesn't have like a Feeny. He doesn't have a Ferrothorn. So yeah, pretty much here I lead Pelipper. I mean Pelipper's just a lead on Rain. He counter leads Snorlax. Snorlax is generally good against Pelipper. Right here, I know that if I click Hydro Pump into Z Hydro Pump will KO standard Curse Recycle Snorlax. This is why I go for Pump turn 1. He also doesn't have a good switch into Pump. You can't switch hard into Mimikyu. Coco's go drop, and I could always go. I have Ferrothorn. I would never go hard Swampert in case he like predicts me on like a Specs Grass Knot or something like that. Ferrothorn's much safer mid-ground play. And then obviously Greninja. I'm fine him switching into Greninja because it will break his Sash and allow me to KO it with Swampert later on in the game. That's something that I want to keep in mind. The same with Lando, though he's no way switching Lando in. So I click Pump. I miss, unfortunately, as he goes for a Curse. This would have just made things quicker. I'll just go for another Pump here. Actually managed to hit it this time. I know I'm not going to die to any attack because Pelipper is fat as fuck. I think, okay, he's probably not going to be fun to punch. Yeah, he has Coco, but he's more likely to be fun to punch Metagross if he's got a second electric move, and then this covers his like weakness to Ferrothorn with Fire Punch. He just goes for a return, does shit tons of damage. Here, I'm gonna go for the Z. I see his leftovers, which makes me even more want to go for the Z. The Z kills from this range. It does about 70%, so I know I'm perfectly fine to go for it. KO, get a crit here, but the crit actually doesn't matter at all. Because that is base, it's over 1.5 times as strong. So that one was doing guaranteed over that damage anyways. Right here, it goes into Greninja. I switch out into Ferrothorn. I want to keep Pelipper later. I see my rain turns are running out. I want to scout this, and I know that I have one turn left of rain, which means even if his Protein HP Fire, I can live that and break his Sash, which is what I'm going to go for. So right here, I know I'm going to live HP Fire. I was hoping I would get into bulky berry range whilst clicking. Well, I clicked Bullet Seed just in case he didn't have HP Fire, or he switched into Mimikyu. I didn't think he was going to switch into Mimikyu, to be fair. I should have just clicked Gyro. No, that's fine. My main purpose was to break Greninja Sash here. And down goes switch back into Pelipper as the rain ends. Comes back. I'll sack my Pelipper and go into Swampert. Here, I'm going to click Earthquake. I know he's probably got Shuriken. Here, Earthquake. There's a chance he has Landorus, but look, given that I'm probably going to bring Rain, it's unlikely he goes into Landorus. Even if he does, I just click Waterfall again, I think. Or actually, I'd go Ferrothorn, probably. Depends. But yeah, I just click Earthquake here, just in case he tries to get me on a Water Shuriken. I wasn't sure if I should have actually counted whether Waterfall KO'd. If Waterfall KO'd from that range, because I know it doesn't OHKO Greninja, but if it KO'd from that range, I should have gone for Waterfall. That's something to think of next time. Here though, he doesn't get enough rolls on Water Shuriken. He only gets 3, which is is average, I guess. I know he's going for the Mimizi. I saw that it didn't OHKO Swampert from that range. It was never going to OHKO. So obviously I'll go for Break to the Skies, and Ferrothorn will click Gyro Ball. And and win the game. Pretty much here. I wonder why he clicked Shadow Sneak. I should have gone for... He probably didn't have Shadow Claw. Play Rough Crit obviously doesn't kill, so maybe Curse, Trick Room or something like that. Or SD Shadow Sneak, Curse. He can't click Curse here because I'm just going to attack. So maybe just hoping for a Shadow Sneak crit. Wasn't going to ever KO anyways. And then I win game 1 pretty comfortably. Basically here, yeah, the matchup was pretty good. Just Rain did really well into his team. Definitely, Mimikyu was a big threat, but the fact that he didn't get the actually the range didn't matter on Mimizy because I was just gone Ferrothorn. All I needed to do was break his disguise. But yeah, the main turn that won me the game was getting rid of Snorlax with the Z pump. I don't think he expected the Z Hydro. Perhaps he was thinking Scarf Pelipper, or probably not Specs because the damage wasn't enough. He was probably thinking Scarf Pelipper. He might have been thinking, why did I go for Pump? But you can definitely chip Pokemon in range, especially Snorlax is one that's very generally dependent on recycle range. So people do like to go for like getting Snorlax to about 60%, and then you can burst it down really quickly later on in the game. If I go into like Furrow with the Rain, he's not going to do anything, even if he has Fire Punch. He's probably using Fire Punch for the Ferrothorn in particular. So game 2, this is my team over here. We got Lumberry Thunderous T, Scarf Chomp, Mixed, Mega Kangaskhan, Double Edge, Fake Out, Ice Beam, and Earthquake, Standard Mega Mawile, Yawn, Gastrodon, and Banded Talonflame. One thing I noticed here straight away is that Gastrodon is fucking amazing in this matchup. I was worried about Azu and... mainly, I was worried about his special sweepers. Aside from that, maybe Azumarill can break through my Gastrodon if he gets a belly drum up or something like that. Even if... and generally break through my team. I was considering bringing either Banded Talonflame or Thunderous T. I knew I was going to be Kang. I think Kang is pretty good for just getting chip, and I can bait in his like Garchomp or something and click Ice Beam, for example. And then the same with his Thunderous. So I lead Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan is just a safe lead. I'm pretty sure he's gonna lead like his own Kang, or he's gonna lead Fund or something. And then my plan is to basically see what he wants to switch into rather than clicking Fake Out directly. So here, he leads Fund against my Kang. He knows that there's a possibility I have Fake Out here. So what my thought process is, okay, if he has Cresselia here, he's going to go into it, and then I'm going to take a third of my health for nothing. Or even if it was like, say, he could go into Chomp and do something similar. Though I think he'd less likely go into Chomp. I just wanted to see if he had Cresselia here. So I know that Gastro covers both the Cresselia play and covers the Thunderous. He probably has Giga Drain on his Volcarona. So he's probably not HP Grass, or Grass not on his Thunderous. And even then, like, Gastro is quite niche in Oras, so but is very underrated. Right here, I'm like the ideal set to annoy his Thunderous whilst annoying Azu, Kang, and Garchomp. So this is my most important piece in the game. Right here, he goes for T-Wave. He was probably thinking I'm not Fake Out on this Kang. So he went for T-Wave. I'm wondering what is going on with the rest of his team if he's gone for T-Wave turn 1. Does he have some sort of hacks going on? Is my first thought. Glad I brought Gastrodon. So right here, I'm going to click Yawn, I believe. Yeah, I click Yawn. I'm pretty sure he's probably not Thunderwave plus taunt. If he's Thunderwave plus taunt, and Gastro indefinitely walls him, because he'll be he has to be T-Bolt and then HP Ice. Right here, I yawn on the Kangaskhan coming in. I'm gonna click Ice Beam. No, I click Scold. The reason I click Scold is just in case he goes Garchomp or Azumarill. I know he's probably not gonna go back in. I know he might go back into Thundurus, but I want that burn basically, and that's why I go for Scold, because I was considering going between Ice Beam and Scold here in this turn. Scold was just to get the burn on Azumarill so it can do nothing if he brings it in. I know he's not going. I know he's not gonna let his Kang go to sleep, because he's not gonna be able to do enough damage to this Gastrodon, because I can just recover it all off. So right here, I get the burn on Chomp. Really, really unfortunate for him. He's obviously Sash Chomp. He gets the Stealth Rock up. Here he's probably thinking that I can tell with the Stealth Rock up. He's probably thinking I have Talonflame, which in turn I think gives me the idea that he has yeah, he's probably thinking I have Talonflame in the back, whereas I actually have Thundurus. Either ways, Stealth Rock is an okay play. Once he's burnt, you can't do anything to Gastro anyways. Right here goes for Secret Power. Secret Power in this generation, a lot of people assume that it's 51% chance to paralyze, but that's not true. Secret Power, unlike its fellow attack Body Slam, only has a 30% chance. It only procs once. Fortunately enough, one of the smart things Nintendo did. But yeah, the reason you use Secret Power on Kang instead of Body Slam is like, okay, if you're going up against a Crest and you're trying to paralyze it, or a Rocky Helmet Suicune, or a Rocky Helmet Gastrodon for this matter, Secret Power is non-contact. He definitely lose the exchange if he was Body Slam, even if he was more likely to power. Right here, I just click Yawn. I'm going to click Recover back to full. I know he can't risk it. I click Ice Beam against this Funds because I want to see what he's going to do. Oh no, I click Yawn. I see his Nasty Plot plus T-Wave. I'm like, there's no way he's got anything to hit me with. If he had Grass Knot, he'd have just gone straight for Grass Knot. I still have full health Fund and full health Kang in the back, so I'm okay, even if I lose this Gastro. But I'm not scared of your Nasty Plot. I was wondering if he was Lomberry. I click Ice Beam here, just to get damage. He goes for Secret Power, and this is a bunch of exchanges. I don't get paralyzed, which is kind of fortunate. Generally, by the third one, I should get paralyzed. I go for Ice Beam. He gets his Citrus back. I see his HP Ice. Either HP Ice or HP Flying. Either ways, I think it's HP Ice with that damage. I'm gonna go for Yawn again. So he should have got the power here, but Judges Recover. Yeah, and now I'm gonna click Scold here. Just click Ice Beam. I'm gonna click Scold this time, I think. Oh no, just click Recover back to full. I'm playing super safe. I know that I'm in a big driver seat here. If worse comes to worse, I can actually Focus Blast with my Thundurus, which I have for this. And I let his Kang go to sleep, and I'm going to start wailing it because... No, I've recovered back to full while I'm playing really safe. Yeah, basically he hasn't powered in 4 Secret Powers, which is kind of unfortunate for him, because I got the first Scold on Garchomp. I think I'd have won this game anyways. It's hard to say, but like it would definitely been very different if he had his Chomp, and I just trade my Gastro for Kang, because I know that my own Kang's Fake Out will kill Fund from this range. Even if he'd have gotten full power there, I'd have just faked out, gone to Fund, faked out again, and it would have been GG. So yeah, it was a good set, and I'm glad one of the things I'm glad I got to show that I'm like pretty decent at ORAS. Like one of the things I haven't played an ORAS game this tournament. Yeah, because I've been playing 2 GBU mains. But yeah, really happy to play ORAS. I do enjoy this tier. Even though I have in the past I've been an ORAS hater, I will admit. But I do enjoy the tier a lot. And especially last BSPL, I really tried hard to get good at ORAS. And I practiced a lot against Misaka, Pearl. I've played Noved before, Arctic, Puff, a lot of guys, and now I'm raring to go on ORAS. I'm glad that I got a game of it. So yeah, I'll just let this be uploaded, and I hope that enlightens shit for all of you. Peace until next week, where who are we playing next week? I think I might be playing Jamal next week in, let's look at the admin thread. Week 4 we're playing the Shadow Ballers, so yeah, I'll probably be playing Jamal. That'll be an interesting set. I'll bring him to Gen 7 again, I think, in case he's watching this. I think yeah, that's why I go first, or always against anyone. So peace.